friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm here doing my monthly favorites video. I can't believe August is over, but I'm very excited because it's gonna be September and we're getting into spooky season, and then it's gonna be the holidays, and then we'll be out of 2020, and I'm really ready for this year to be over. I feel like August was a really long month. Usually as I'm planning for this video, I kind of jot notes down throughout the month on things that I feel like will make the cut. I was looking at my list and I was like, oh my gosh, that was this month. It feels like it was months ago. It's crazy. This month has just dragged on and on and on. I have a decent pile in front of me. I have some makeup, some hair care, some jewelry, lifestyle-y things, shows and movies, things like that. As always, I did film this look, of course. It should already be up on my IGTV by the time this video goes up, but I will have details in the description if you don't feel like watching. As usual, I always feel like I need to make this little disclaimer. These aren't necessarily end-all be-all favorites of all time. These are simply just things that I was loving in the month of August, and I like just kind of reflecting, sitting down, chatting about things I was loving this month. I love hearing what you were loving this month as well, and it's just a good time. I love these videos. I've been doing them since the beginning. All right, with all that being said, let's just hop into it and chat about those things. Let's go over hair care first, although I guess the first favorite in general is just the fact that I finally chopped my hair off and I've been feeling so good about it. It's very liberating having it gone again. I feel like I don't feel as lazy because I've been wearing it up in a ponytail like 99% of the time. So now I still don't have to do too much to it, but it looks like I tried, and that's nice. And it also just feels way cooler on my head. And I also just love the way it looks, bottom line. But with hair care, I have a couple products to share with you on what I've been using to help style it. The first is a favorite I've been loving for years. I used this back when my hair was cut short the first time, but this is the Kenra Platinum Whipped Taffy. It's what I have in my hair today. My hair is very straight. Pin straight, and it's very flat, so I have to have something to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of movement, or it just looks like very blah. And I know right now it probably looks like I don't really have a whole lot going on with it, but it does this because I have product in it. Without product, it does literally like nothing. It's even flatter than this. This stuff is so nice though. It smells like candy. It's a whipped texture, as you would assume from the whipped taffy kind of feel. I just put a little dollop in my finger and then I rub it through my hand so it's nice and dispersed, and then I just kind of zhuzh it around. It's really nice if you want to make really defined little points in your hair as well. I love this in short hair. It's one of my favorite products ever for that. And also just on days that I felt like I needed a little more texture and not so much definition from the paste, or sometimes I want both. This is the Tang brand MyDentity Thick Body Spray. I really like this. It just adds nice body. This would be great in longer hair too if you just want good texture. There isn't an authorized place where his products are sold to the general public. Do not buy this stuff on Amazon. It's not authorized to be there. If you find this at your local TJ Maxx, it is not authorized to be there. Be very careful. My best bet is just see if your stylist can get it for you, or just find a stylist who sells it in general. That's my best advice, but I really like Tang's products. Let's hop into makeup now. We're just gonna go in the order that I do my makeup, as I usually do. The first product I have is this Pixi Beauty palette. It's the Sheer Sunshine Summer Glow palette. I received this in PR earlier this month. I don't even know if I've used this on camera yet or not, but I've been obsessed with this all month long. I think it's such a beautiful bronze and glow palette. I usually dip into this shade here. Sometimes I kind of mix these together if I want a little bit more warmth. Sometimes I dip into this shade, sometimes I mix these two. I have used this highlight a couple times. The other shades I haven't really touched, but for the most part I'm using a good chunk of this palette. I think it blends really nice. It looks good on the skin. I'm actually not wearing it today, so that's a bad judgment. I was actually using an older product to bring some throwback in, but I have been loving this palette. I think it's great. When I first saw it, I wasn't even sure if I was going to keep it when I got it in PR, but the more I looked at it, the more I was like, you know, I don't really have a bronzer palette like this, so I decided to open it and use it, and I'm surprised at the amount of shades that I'm able to get away with using on my skin. I even think I'd be able to get away with maybe using the pinks, even if not as highlights, maybe blush toppers. Haven't really ventured into those yet, but I'm excited about this palette. I think it's fantastic, and I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this. It's beautiful. Next complexion product is the Colourpop Crossroads Blush. This was from the Wild Nothing collection earlier this month. Doesn't that feel like that was forever ago? It's wild how long this month has been. It's insane. In that collection, they came out with 3 blushes, and Crossroads was definitely my favorite of the bunch. I just think it's a really beautiful, warmer, kind of darker peach terracotta kind of color. Looks like that. I think it's super, super cute. Has a little bit of like shimmer in it where it looks a little glittery on the face, but not overkill. It's not so much a glowy, shimmery blush in that sense, but it's not totally matte either. So there you have it. I think it's a good blush. I really like Colourpop's pressed blush formula. So many P's in that sentence, but this one in particular is beautiful. I really like the shade, and especially on my skin tone. I think it's really cute. It goes with a lot of the things I do. Very much up my alley as far as tone goes. Last complexion product is the new Oden's Eye Alva 2 highlight palette. My goodness, I'm loving this. I was tempted to put the entire new Oden's Eye collection in this video, but I haven't used the palettes enough to deem them as monthly favorites. They will likely be in next month's, but I have been using this one like crazy. I've only had this maybe a little over a week now, but I've been using this every single day. It's so beautiful. I'm wearing the shade Salamander on my cheeks today. I'm getting so tongue twisted. I can't get enough of it. I love the Solmon highlight palette that they already have in their range, and I'm super pumped about this one. I don't see myself putting it down anytime soon, so get used to it. This guy's sticking around for a while. I think it's so pretty. I love the shades in here. I think they all work great on my skin. I know it's a little cheating to include this in this video because I've only been using it a little over a week, but I'm so head over heels for it, and I've been using it consistently, so I couldn't help myself. It had to be in this video. Look how beautiful they are. This is the top left corner Salamander, the one I'm wearing. This is the top right corner, the blue one. This is the bottom left corner Gnome, the more naturally looking one. And this one over here is the one with the cute butterfly in it. I love them all so much. They're so pretty. Let me just throw these on my hand for you so you can see them in all their glowy glory. I'm obsessed, especially Salamander. It's such a beautiful shade. It literally looks like a cream or a liquid on my skin. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I do have a discount code with Oden's Eye. It's Beaute in all caps if you want to save 10%. It is an affiliate code, so I will make a small commission if you use it, so don't feel pressured if you aren't comfortable with that. It's beautiful though. Moving on to eyes now. That's the end of my complexion things to talk about, although I guess I should have talked about this one first thing because I always do my brows first. I got a huge PR package from KVD Vegan Beauty this month, and I've been using the light brown Superbrow in my brows nonstop. I still use my Glossier Boy Brow like I usually do, but I've been using this just to help make little strokes. Though I didn't use it today, I used something else because I'm trying something else out. But regardless, I have been using this one pretty much every day the last 2 weeks or so. I actually used to use this back in the day, and then I stopped using it back when Kat Von D was still a part of the brand. I feel comfortable using the brand now that she is not a part of it. And I've really been enjoying playing with this again. I really like making brow strokes. I feel like it's a good shade for my brows, and I've been loving this. An old favorite revisited, and it's now a favorite again. Continuing on with the eye region, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes to talk about. First is the Artemis palette from Alter Ego. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. This was the palette that I was like, dang, I was playing with this like end of July, early August. That's wild. It feels like it has been so long ago. It's crazy that it was just like this month. It's super beautiful. I wish it was smaller, but I get that it's this size because the Metropolis has this many shades as well. The mattes in here are more of a cream to matte kind of texture. They're not insane powder pigmentation right off the bat. They are something you build up, but they blend so beautifully. I feel like I get a really soft, seamless look with these. Again, it's not insane pigmentation right off the bat. You do have to work with them to get that level of pigmentation that you desire, but they are very easy, and I think these are very beginner friendly in my opinion. And of course, the shimmers in here are beautiful. Alter Ego shimmer formula is one of my favorites. It's so reflective and sparkly and beautiful. I did do a first impressions with this and a 3-Lix-1 palette. I think I did both of those, so go check those out if you want some inspiration. I had a lot of fun with this guy. I do also have a discount code with Alter Ego. It's Beaute in all caps as well, and that will also save you 10%, and that one also is an affiliate code, so I would make a commission on this as well. Again, no pressure. I do just want to leave it there in case you want to use my code. I appreciate it very much if you do. And the next eyeshadow palette I have is the Beaute Nostalgia palette. They were so kind and sent this to me, which made me super happy because I love Beaute, but I just wasn't going to be able to justify spending money on this right now. As most of you know, I'm really not trying to spend money on makeup right now. I have so many other priorities in my life, and makeup is just on the back burner for now, but very thankful that I still get to try plenty of things from these brands. Regardless though, they sent this to me. I was super pumped, and I had a lot of fun with this. I did do a first impressions. I did an IGTV tutorial with this, and I will be using this very soon in a new makeup kind of get ready with me type video. It's very end of summer-esque. It's very beautiful. I've used this a couple times before work as well. The mattes blend super nicely. This palette is advertised to be a new and improved formula, and even though I'd never had an issue with Ace Beauté's palettes in the past, I do feel like this palette does blend easier. I'm able to get my end result a bit quicker. The shimmers are very beautiful. I feel like they're a bit more reflective and metallic than their other formula, and overall I just really like this palette. I think the colors are fun. You can do very beautiful sunset looks with this palette. If you're into warm tones, this might be a palette for you. It's very cute. Moving on to lips, I have a decent amount of lip products in front of me, and especially just very moisturizing treatment style lip products. I feel like it's weird to talk about lip products right now because like everyone's wearing a mask. I don't feel like anyone really cares about lipsticks. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe you guys still really care, but for the most part, I just want my lips to be comfortable, you know? The first product I have are the Luxe Lip Oils from Colourpop. These were also part of the Wild Nothing collection. I think they came out with 5 or 6 shades, and I have all of them because I got the whole set sent to me. And I feel like you don't need all of them. I feel like you could get away with just one because these are very, very sheer. They do not show much color on the lips. However, my two favorites that I've been reaching for are Hot Shots and Skinny Dip. I'll put them on my arm so you can see, but I mean, there's really not much pigment there. It blends out very, very sheer on the lips. There's like a tiny bit of something, but again, I don't think you need more than one of these. And this one is Skinny Dip, the more sheer one. These are so comfortable, so nourishing. They make my lips feel just so, I don't know, hydrated and refreshed. I really like these. Super easy to pop on and wear. These don't have shimmer in them. It's purely just like a shiny, glossy looking lip with very minimal texture. It just feels slippy and glidey and good. I either reach for these or a lip balm every single day when I'm at work just to have something nourishing under my mask so that everything stays hydrated because I'm not trying to dry out underneath my mask wearing it all day long at work. And those have been great. I'm really enjoying them. I would definitely be interested in maybe trying more in the future if they come out with maybe more pigmented ones, but as of right now, I don't really need more than the 5. Because they, again, don't really look that much different from each other on the lips. Also from Colourpop in their Candyland Colourpop Land collection, I've really been liking the lip balms that came in that collection. Specifically this shade Peppermint I reach for the most. Again, you don't need more than one of these because they all look very similar on the lips. This one's a very just sheer pink color. It does give my lips a little bit of a tint, but for the most part, I use this for the purpose of it being a lip balm. It feels very nourishing, very hydrating. Again, it makes my lips just feel glidey and slippy. It's been really great for underneath my mask, and I just really, really enjoy it. I am in the lip balm gang right now. It's just my favorite thing with all this mask wearing going on. Make sure you're wearing your masks. Please wear your masks. Goodness gracious. One more lip balm formula to talk about and then we'll get away from lip balms. I got a package from e.l.f. Cosmetics and in that package included 4 of their lip balms. I really like all 4 of them, but I've been reaching for these 2 the most. They have a bit of a scent to them. They do have a little bit more of a tint if you apply a good amount of it. But for the most part, again, very sheer. The color doesn't make that much of a difference. I don't think you need to run out and get more than one unless you just are super lip balm obsessed and you want the different scents. That would be a good reason to get multiple of these is because they do all have a different scent. The ones I've been reaching for the most are Just Peachy and Tough Cookie. I do feel like these are a bit thicker than the products I previously just talked about. These ones feel more like a lip mask. Still balmy, but just a little bit thicker. I like wearing these the most when I'm going to bed. I think it just sinks into my lips overnight. It feels really nice. Again, I really like the smells of them, and they're just very cute. I can swatch these as well, but again, they're not gonna look like much. Here's that peachy one. I built up the swatch a little bit more so you could see the color a little bit, but once it's blended out, it's pretty sheer. And this one is Tough Cookie. This one's more of like that natural, literally like a kind of cookie kind of color. It's really cute, but again, very sheer on the actual lips unless you were to apply like a good amount of it. Like wearing these before bed, let my lips have some treatment overnight. It's very nice. Okay, that's it for makeup. Let's move on to jewelry. First is I discovered a new brand for plugs. It's the ones I'm wearing right now from the brand Hear No Evil Jewelry. A lot of you are having a hard time finding her shop on Etsy. I would recommend just searching Hear No Evil Jewelry on Instagram and finding her site that way because I don't know why Etsy's having issues showing you her shop because it definitely exists. I will have things linked in the description box for this favorites video though. But specifically, I picked up these planchette ones and these coffins. They are so cute. I don't think she has the iridescent-y, holographic-y ones available all the time. I would recommend keeping up with her Instagram for updates because she does do restocks fairly frequently. They are a very small brand, so just be patient with restocks. It's just how it is. You can only make so much when you're a one-person show, but I'm pumped about her brand. I just got sent a new pair from her yesterday. Yes, and I haven't worn them yet, so that's why I didn't include them in this video, but I'm really pumped about her brand. I can't wait to see what else she comes out with. I think she has some talent going on. These feel like very good quality. and I'm just really excited about them. And last, I picked up some new earrings from the brand Spooky Doodle Club. I got 2 pairs of earrings from that brand back on my birthday in July from my best friend Mackenzie, and I was dying to try more, so I treated myself to a couple pairs this month. I got these 2 hearts here that say gloomy. They're the cutest little dangles ever. I do have my second holes pierced, so sometimes I'll just stick my earrings behind my plugs, or sometimes I'll stick them literally underneath my plugs. It just depends on my mood. But they're so cute. I love them so much. Another pair I picked up from them are these cute bunnies. I don't have them right now. I don't know where I put them. I must have just taken them off after work yesterday and put them somewhere. I don't know where they are right this second, but they're these cute dangly little bunnies with moons on their forehead, and one is black and one is white. I love them so much. Spooky Doodle Club has such a cool shop. She also has stickers and pins and I think keychains, hats. She has so many things. I want to try everything so bad. I want to place another order next month at some point once I have a little extra money to treat myself. Earrings have really been exciting me lately. Like, I don't want to buy a bunch of excess makeup right now, but earrings I'm kind of down to splurge on when I have a little extra spending money. They're very fun, and especially now that my hair is cut short, I feel like I'm able to just show them off more, so I'm very down for statement earrings, especially spooky ones, and especially ones that are not $1 billion. I feel like these brands are very affordable for the quality, and I just like supporting local artists as well. Next, I have a book to talk about. I feel like you guys knew this was coming. Midnight Sun of the Twilight series. It usually has a beautiful like cover, but I took off that plasticky cover when I was reading it because it was getting in my way, and now I don't know where I put the cover, but it is Midnight Sun. This is the first Twilight book told from Edward's perspective. I was a huge Twilight fan growing up. I loved it so much. I still watch the movies every so often because they're such a guilty pleasure. They're so horribly fantastic. I really enjoyed this book. I mean, Edward's crazy. He's a bit of a lunatic. He's such a stalker, but I really liked hearing his mind. I liked seeing things from his perspective. It gave you a little bit more background on some of the other characters. I liked seeing different things about them through his eyes rather than Bella's. I also found Bella less annoying through his mind than in her mind, but regardless, they're both kind of crazy, like completely. But I really liked this book. If you're into the Twilight series, or if you were back in the day, maybe you'd like this. It was really cool. It made me feel like I was back in middle school and just reading these books for the first time again. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Especially like towards the middle beginning when they're kind of getting to know each other and kind of she's figuring out who he is and he's trying to like not. I really liked hearing it from his perspective on what he was thinking during all of that. Last, I just have a couple entertainment-esque type things. I discovered Fantastic Mr. Fox the movie this month. Well, I didn't discover it. I knew it existed, but I was scared to watch it because there are certain like stop motion-y claymation things that kind of wig me out a little bit. For the most part, I'm good. Like, I like those old school Christmas ones like Rudolph and Here Comes Santa Claus. I love Coraline, Nightmare Before Christmas, like all the Tim Burton things. I really don't like Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, like those freaked me out as a kid. I did not like that art style, and I was really worried Fantastic Mr. Fox would fall in that category, so I just never watched it. But I finally watched it for the first time this month, and I've probably watched it 5 times already. It's such a good movie. It's on Disney Plus now if you subscribe to that streaming service. It's so funny. I want a plush of Ash so bad. He's such a funny little fox. I love that movie. I can't get enough of it. I try to bring it up in conversation all the time with people because I could just talk about it all day. And finally, Zane and I started binge watching RuPaul's Drag Race from the beginning. I felt like I was the only human on the planet that has not seen RuPaul's Drag Race because everybody talks about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. So we went on Hulu, and it's on Hulu. So we started watching it, and we're already through the first 4 seasons, and we watched the first season of All Stars because that's the order you're supposed to watch them in, I guess, according to the internet. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of RuPaul's binging, and it's so good. It's so funny. I love watching everyone's art style. It's very interesting. I really enjoy it. And I can't believe I haven't watched it sooner. That just seems like something I would have watched by now, but oh well. So that's it. I feel like I've been rambling for a long time. Thanks for sticking around. These are the things I was loving this month. I'm really excited to get into September and just start enjoying the spooky times and embracing the fall vibes. Not that it's gonna be autumn anytime soon in Florida. It's a billion degrees outside, but I'm gonna pretend it's gonna be great. I would love to know what you were loving this month. Makeup, skincare, hair care, food, entertainment, lifestyle. Just let me know what you've been loving. Any new discoveries? I would love to hear all about it. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me your favorite animal emoji. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeauteBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you're staying informed with Black Lives Matter. There's a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.